On our way back was a nightmare.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Tell them.
Okay, so basically, what time did we leave? We left at noon. Our flight was at noon. Our first flight was like 2 hours, which wasn't that bad.
No, that flight was good.
That was a good flight. So I fed him. We got on the plane. I fed him. We had the whole row to ourselves in the back of the plane. He slept the whole time. I think we fell asleep too for a little bit. And then we get off the plane, and the first flight, during our connection, our stroller was there. So we get off the flight and we're just expecting our stroller to be there. And we're like, okay, yeah, we're like waiting for our stroller. Like, where is it? Whatever. We're all running around with chickens with their head cut off. Like, where's the stroller? Like, what's happening? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, it's going to be at the carousel. You can pick it up at the carousel. But meanwhile, we have a connection. And we're trying to explain this to her, but she's not fully like understanding or taking it all in.
Time out. Mind you, the whole plane has exited now.
Empty.
Baby Star is like, he's just about to get up at this point. I'm holding him in my arm. Honey's holding the duffel and the diaper bag. You
Which is like all our shit.
Which
like
is
we
all
extra packed everything because we don't have to carry it because we have the stroller.
Because we have the stroller. So it's heavy. So it's like we go to one person. Where's our stroller? The other person's like, hold on, I'm gonna get it. Then we go to somebody else. They're like, hold on. Now Baby Star's getting up. She's been holding everything. Then finally they're like, oh, it's at the carousel. So
okay, so Bull was like, no, like, is it at the carousel or like where is it? Like, what's happening? Da, da, da. And they're like, just connecting flight this way. And then Bull's like, no. So he turns around. He's like about to like snap on the lady.
I'm pissed at this point because it's like my son's getting up. He weighs 20 pounds, so he's getting heavy. She has 2 bags in her hand. And it's like, why is our stuff not here, bro? And then we're trying to explain this to them. Everybody's telling us something different. And they can't speak English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is getting frustrating. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, like, is it there or not? Honey's about to leave. And I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, where's our stuff? I'm like, she comes, she shows the tag. The girl's like, oh, no, it's not at the carousel. It's
in Toronto.
It's in Toronto. And we're like, what do you mean it's in Toronto? What do you mean? Why did this girl tell us it's at the carousel? Why would they not have our stroller here?
This is exactly what I was saying to the lady. And I'm just like, Bull, let's just go, okay?
I'm like, bro, why would you guys not have? And they're like, they can't. She could barely understand me or barely speak English.
Yeah.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed right now. My son's up now. My arm is getting heavy. My shoulder's starting to hurt me. And it's like, our gate, who knows where our gate is?
Yeah. So we just get to walking, okay? So we're walking all through the airport. You guys know how it is going from a flight connecting to this, that, to this.
Hold on, sorry. And because we're going through this, my son doesn't just weigh 20 pounds now. He seems like he weighs 50 pounds, and the duffel bag and the diaper bag feels like they both weigh 25 pounds extra on each side. So we're just miserable right now. We're pissed.
So anyways, so we're walking, and then we see below, there's like a big window, and then we see the carousels below, and we're like looking, and we're like, where's our flight, blah, blah, blah. Do you see the stroller? Okay, no, we don't see the stroller. Okay, so we're convinced it's going to Toronto, and this is just our situation right now. So here we go, trucking through the whole airport, upstairs, up freaking ramps.
As we're looking through the window, looking for our stuff, and we're talking to the security guy, a girl comes racing by, and she's like, I left my, she's like, sorry, I had to say this. She's like, I left something in VIP and my flight's leaving in 10 minutes. I'm gonna miss my flight. They're saying I can't go. And as soon as I seen her going through that, I was like,
okay, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. I was like,
because she was like telling him this, and he was just like, what the hell do you want me to do about it?
To say. So I'm like, yo, it could be worse, all right? So now,
whatever, we get to our gate. We're finally at our gate. Baby Star's up. He's a freaking mess at this point.
Yeah,
his shirt is filled with spit up. He's just a mess.
He's wearing a white undershirt with beige spit up.
It's like yellow.
Yellow. Tan spit up all over it. His hair's all curly. He's like drooling everywhere. I'm literally, I had to keep switching positions with holding him. So I had him at this time, and I switched him here, and then Honey was behind me, so I put him on the shoulder. There's drool all on my thing, all on my neck. My t-shirt's drenched in drool. It was just terrible.
It was terrible. And like the airport was just not a vibe. Like,
and then we're sitting in this area. They're like, yo, they didn't get to tell us our gate. So we're literally sitting in this area. This is where we're supposed to be.
Salasi.
Saint Lucie. And then 10 minutes later, they're like, if you're going to Toronto, you have to go to 56 now.
Like they tell you this last minute.
Last
like they don't
minute.
know the gate until last minute.
Last minute. So now we have to get up, and everybody from that gate is going to number 56. Number 56 is all the way down there. So now we have to pick up the bags, and we're walking. Mind you, we're supposed to have our stroller right now. You know what I mean? We're still supposed to have our stroller right now. We're hungry. We just want to get home. Tired.
So whatever, we just go to our gate, and like, guys, it's just a rigmarole trying to find our passports, trying to keep track of our phones. We're holding baby Sarah. I'm holding a bunch of bags. It's like everything is just getting mixed and mumbled and whatever. Okay, so it's finally time to board. Okay, and we just kind of wait until majority of people are on the plane. So we're boarding. We're in this huge freaking line. Get to the front. Get to our seats. Bam. Okay, we're in our seats.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in our seats now. So we're sitting there. It's a busy plane.
We're just like crossing our fingers that we get the whole row to ourselves.
We're just crossing like, okay, this is where we're sitting. Okay, we're D and E or E and F, okay? But there's the window that's open right now. So we're sitting there, we're looking around. Hearts racing. And we're looking around to see if there's any empty seats as well. And then boom, a girl comes. She's sitting at the window. Boom, cheese. Honey's sitting in the middle, I'm sitting on the end.
We're like looking back, looking in every aisle to see which one's empty.
So then we find one 2 rows back, left side, you know what I mean? We're like, miss, is it okay if we sit over there? She's like, yeah, if nobody's sitting there, you guys are good to sit there. Boom, we're like, okay, cool.
So we're waiting for the rest of the people to come on the plane and take their seats.
Exactly. Okay, during this time, as we're sitting, more people are boarded. A family comes in, a husband, wife.
No, they were already sitting.
No, they came after.
Oh, they did?
They came after.
Okay.
So they came after. I seen when they came, and they're like literally, basically beside us, 1 row to our left. And then a guy comes and sits in front of us. And I'm like, ooh, like this guy's, I did the check, like, you know, I checked and made sure I was smelling all right. And I'm like, yo, this guy kind of smells, you know?
Oh, it's giving me like the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy kind of smells. And then after, I'm like, wait, is it this guy over here that smells, or is it this guy? Double check me again. Check LR. Pull down my mask. You know what I mean? I do all the checks, you know? Baby star pool? No. Okay, boom. So it's the guy in front of us. He's going through something. He smells. So people who are
Bo's being nice. He's homeless.
Yeah, so he was homeless.
He's homeless. So my theory is that he flies to Mexico or hitchhikes to Mexico somehow and for the winter and then comes back to Toronto for the summer. That's my theory.
That's her theory.
Because I'm not, like, this is nothing against homeless people at all. Like, I have, like, a very soft spot in my heart for them. But, like, he's full-blown homeless.
Yeah, so
like,
he's
wearing
homeless.
A jacket that's dirty, like,
yeah,
ripped,
like he's going through a lot. He's going through a lot.
All his bags and bags and bags and bags are all there.
He was going through a lot. A lot of people who were sitting, the 2 people that were sitting beside him and the people that were even like around, all left.
Yeah, so the flight attendant made space for this couple that had to sit beside him. So like everybody was aware that, you know, like this guy's on the flight and like he smells and whatnot. Like that would have been horrible. Yes,
and so now the flight is slowly, like everybody's basically on board. Then I see the couple beside us, they're standing up and they're active, you know? And the girl's like, I'm just waiting to see if anybody else is coming, if this is all that's there. And after he's like, yep, they shut the door. Boom.
You heard all this?
Yeah, I heard. Oh, you never heard it?
No.
Yeah, no, she stood up. She's like, I'm just waiting to see. The door shut. She seen nobody else in the aisle. Got up, went to the empty row. I literally watched them go to the empty row. I'm like, no. And I was like, I knew I should have told you just to go there. I'm like, no way. I'm like, I feel like tattletaling on them right now. I literally felt like going to the flight attendant saying, yo, they stole our seats. Like, that's how bad we just wanted our own row. You know what I'm saying? And then, so yeah, she's like, there's no empty rows. This is where you guys have to
But then
sit.
the girl beside, so they left their row, and then now there's just, in their row, there's only a guy sitting at the window. So our girl beside us, we were like, Bull was like, ask her to like go to the other row because she could just like have an aisle and she could just like be by herself.
And she doesn't want to be by a baby either.
But I just felt like that was rude, you know?
Yeah, no, it would have been rude.
We didn't do it. So we got stuck behind the homeless guy and not in our own row, and Baby Star was a little bit tricky on this flight because he's just like up and like he's like wants to do everything, and so he was a little bit more difficult. It wasn't that bad, but he was difficult.
Yeah, it was pretty bad to me. You'd hold him up, you'd play around with him, but once he got tired of that, or once your arms got tired, he would just be like, and then it's just like, okay, honey, pull out the breast, like, you know?
He was actually,
she was at the point where, like, on her way there, she was all covered up with the breast, like, nice and calm. He was relaxed. At this point, she was just like, I was like, yo, I don't even care.
Guys, because
he's like,
he's literally like, anytime I would like cover him, he's like ripping it away, and I'm just like, oh my god.
He's like this, or he's like, he's like all in your hair.
At this point, grabbing my hair, I can't get down to my bag because it's just like so clammed and like, oh my god, you guys.
I'm trying to get the blanket and like cover Baby Star and cover her breasts. I'm like, I don't know who's on
I'm like,
here.
well, just stop, okay? Like, just stop. It doesn't matter at this point. So then,
hold on, sorry. As soon as you take him off, he's just like, and it's just like, okay, put him back on. She was trying to do the soother, slipping the soother as the nipple. He wasn't having it. Like he literally knew that it wasn't the milk. He wanted the milk and he wasn't getting it. Boom, knock it out his mouth. Back to the breast. We have to do that. So we're literally going through that.
And then at this point, my boobs are like, they're like pretty empty at this point. So like, I know he's still getting something. So then he was even getting even more fussy. Like, where's my milk? Like, where is it? You know? And like, I'm just annoyed.
And then you look to the right beside her, and then there's the girl. She has her ear pods out, her glasses off, and she's trying to sleep. And we're like, literally like rocking, kicking her, we're rocking, like, you know, and it's just like, poor girl, bro. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy.
She thugged it out though.
Yeah, she thugged it out.
But anyways, and then we just, everything's going and we're just like watching our movies. Baby Star's finally sleeping. We look through the freaking crack, the homeless guy.
All you hear is, like, that's all you're hearing.
And then this. No, wait. How can I do it?
That's all you're hearing. And I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, honey, the man's shaving his face right now. He's literally sitting in his seat and shaving his whole... He came onto the plane with a beard. Okay? Like a
full-blown beard. Full-blown beard. Like, homeless guy beard, okay?
And when he came off of that plane, his skin was like that. His skin was like Baby Star, like just smooth.
And he's shaving it, but he's shaving it with like one of those razors that like you get in a hotel, like that they give you. Guys, he's literally going like this and then smacking it on the chair to get all the hair out of it.
On the window part to get all the hair out. King, back to it. He did that literally for like an hour. An hour.
Good hour, yeah.
Did that. I was like, bro, that is the most unsanitary and nastiest thing I've ever seen. And then we're holding our son, and he has like
his mouth open.
His mouth open. This guy's shaving. He has no mask on. He's doing the nasty cough. I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
It was horrible. Actually, it was like really bad. And then I was getting so pissed because I'm just like, why is the flight attendant not saying to this guy, like, you can't do that on the plane? Like, I understand like his situation, but it's like, have some respect for like other people around you. Like, there was no like care in the world about who was around him, nothing. Like
why not go to the washroom and do that? Like, we have a newborn here. So like, it was terrible, bro.
Yeah, it was tough, honestly.
And then once you see something like that, then all of a sudden, like, you're super germaphobe now. Like, now it's just like, people are coughing, you're like, looking around, and you're trying to cover Baby Star. It was just like, bro, it was bad.
Yeah.
So we're going through that basically for the next like 2 hours on the flight. Then we finally arrive We get off the plane. Our stroller's there.
Our stroller's there.
Our stroller's there. It felt amazing. It felt amazing to be home. We went through all our stuff, jumped in our car, came home.
Came home, and that was that.
That was it. So, out of 10, how was it traveling with your newborn?
I would say it's like
10 being amazing and easy, 1 being...
No, I would say it's like a 7. Like it's tough, but like
it's doable.
It's definitely doable, and it's like an experience, you know. So
it's just gonna keep happening regardless.
Yeah.
So it was good.
So in a way, it's like a 10. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like
it's tough, and I don't think it's for everybody. I don't think if you have to have patience. Honestly, it takes a lot of patience, and it takes partners.
Imagine doing that with 3 kids, though.
Imagine being by yourself and doing that.
No.
Imagine just going on a trip like me and my newborn.
No.
That would be, you need a partner or somebody with you to help you out for sure. But all in all, it was an amazing trip. It was Honey's birthday as well, celebration. It was my trip as well to clear my mind. And we're back home and we're ready to drop content and kill it.
Yes, guys.
You know what I mean?
Make sure you stay tuned.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or any pointers or anything at all, let us know. And we'll be back with another one soon. All right, guys? Peace and love.